Laura.
Welcome back to the High School Sports Page, brought to you by the Burns Insurance Group. We're going to zip through these 5A and 6A polls right now so we can listen to Miss Laura here in a moment. In 5A, lots of changes in my 5A poll. Morristown West and Knoxville West, each a 2-touchdown loser this past week, fell out of the 5A poll. Sevier County elevated after they win over Morristown West, Oak Ridge, Centennial, Henry County, and you can tell them all about Centennial, Henry County, can't you, Terry?
Yes, indeed, Murphy. No change in 5A and Mid-State. Independence, Hendersonville, Centennial, Beach, and Henry County all have big wins. And as you mentioned, Murphy, Centennial squares off against Henry County at Centennial Friday night. It's very simply the 7-5A regional championship on the line and the top seed.
And you got the best seat in the house.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one.
That'll be a dandy.
It should. It should.
Laura Marbury with the, no, we got to do 6A.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I forgot about it. I was thinking about milk, I guess. In 6A, just a couple of changes here. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, they all stay the same. But I moved Ravenwood back into the top 5, replacing Cordova, who lost one this past week, Terry.
Yep, in the Mid-State, top 4 remain the same: Oakland, Blackman, Ravenwood, and Smyrna. And I've got the Franklin Rebels replacing Mount Juliet at number 5 after a strong 27-6 win over the Golden Bears. And of course, as we know, Oakland and Smyrna face off this week for that 2-6A championship on the line and the top seed.
Donnie Webb led Franklin Rebels have really come on.
They really
in the second half of the season.
Got a chance to be 7-3 if they win Friday. That's right.
Laura Marbury now back with us for the final time this season. I got to tell Laura because I watch Channel 5 every morning when I get up, and they were talking about today being National Chocolate Day, and we've got our chocolate milk to top off the evening with. You must be a mind reader, Laura.
Well, you know, I have to bring the chocolate milk because it is the best refuel beverage for athletes and for all of our viewers out here watching post-workout, post-game. It's got the perfect protein to carbohydrate ratio, and it's also full of electrolytes. So a lot of people forget that chocolate milk, just like a sports drink, has all the electrolytes that you lose when you sweat, and so it's a really great way to rehydrate after a big game.
Yeah, Coach Brothers specifically mentioned it as you were coming on and he was going off the stage here. He knows all about that for his Nashville Christian team, doesn't he?
Yes, and that is great that they're using that after games, before games. I've also brought with me the other good dairy foods that are great for athletes. Yogurt is a great source of protein. I encourage athletes to try Greek yogurt because it's even higher in protein. And then cheese, that's usually not a problem. Everyone really loves cheese. But another great reason why you should be having dairy food is the calcium component in there, and it's great for your bones, keeps you strong and healthy, and that's really important for athletes as well.
Laura, we've really enjoyed you being with us these last 3 or 4 weeks, 5, whatever in particular. Very quickly, tell our viewers the website they can go to find out about everything you've been telling us about.
It is southeastdairy.org, and on there you can find all kinds of health tips as well as great recipes and any other dairy information you might need.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great upcoming weekend.
Thanks.
Terry, we've got less than 2 minutes now to jump through our big games of the week across the state. Tell us what's going on here in the Mid-State.
All right, Murphy, I've got 6 big ones there, and really all of those, or well, I should say most of them, are for regional championships. It's pretty simple. Oakland at Smyrna, a 3-way tie if the Bulldogs pull it off against Oakland. If not, Oakland wins it outright. Down at Lewisburg, Page, Marshall County, same thing, winner number 1 seed. Springfield, Pearl-Cohn, same thing, both 4-0, regional champion, number 1 seed in 5-4A. Then the big one, Henry County at Centennial, 8-1, 6-0, and whoever wins that is the champion of 7-5A. Upperman, Sequatchie County, same thing in 4-3A. Hillsboro Beach, same thing in 6-5A. I don't want to sound like a record here, Murphy, but FRA at BGA, another big one in Division II Single A. There's big games all over the place this weekend to wrap it up.
From one end of the state to the other,
Absolutely.
From 6A down to 1A and Division II. I mentioned CAK and Alcoa this coming, actually tomorrow night, Thursday night. That's for all the marbles up there in Region 2, and that one is on television, rivalrythursday.com if you want to check that one out. Seymour Greenville, that's for the Region 1 4A title. Tennessee High versus Morristown West, that's for the runner-up spot. and a chance to play at home the first round in the playoffs in Campbell County at Oak Ridge. Both are playoff bound, but the loser has to go on the road. West Tennessee, Germantown, Arlington, they're both in the playoffs, but some really good games to consider all over the state from one end to the other. Terry, we're going to knock it out here and come back for the final 20 seconds or so. I've enjoyed very much you being my co-host again this year. The 11 weeks have just flown by.
It's been a lot of fun, Murphy. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching. We'll be on again tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. That's the High School Sports Page brought to you by the Burns Insurance Group. Thank you all for watching.